Hi folks, my name is Ian. This is the 5th episode of my series where we learn Unreal Engine alongside mathematics. So this is what we'll be learning today. It's a basic learn how to count mini games. So all you have to do is collect the paper sheets in orders. As you can see, there's there can be the wrong number. You can pick the wrong number. So if you do, it's going to reset to 1. In any case, let's go up to 10. At 10, there should be a reward. So 9, 10, here's our certificate, let's collect it. So if you pick the wrong number, just returns to 1. So how it works, there's the begin play here. It randomized the mesh, this way it's not all the same static mesh. Then it will, then on overlap box collision, it checks if you're at 10, 25, or 50 to give the reward or not. It gets all actors with tag and its location to spawn the reward. Those actors are hidden here, so you don't see them right now. Then it adds +1 to correct number, and it overrides ID. What is override ID? I'll show you later in the blueprint. Afterward, it will, for each loop, once it's finished, it will spawn a new actor and destroy itself. Otherwise, for each loop, it will check if it's the wrong number or not. If it's the good number, it's going to add +1 or random. So then there's our override ID. So what this does is basically, because you're casting to yourself, you don't want to cast to the casting actor. That's how you identify it. So if it's not the casting actor, it's going to generate a random number between 1 and 10. And then it's going to check if it's between 1 and 6. If it is, then it's the good number. Otherwise, it's a wrong number. And you're going to add between 1 and 3 to just show it's the wrong number. And you set text. If you pick the wrong number, then it checks if it's the casting actor. And it returns all the actors to 1. Now we'll import the new assets. There's not many. So there are the 2 sheets of papers. There's a new tile skin variant and a new wall skin variant. Let's open. It's just portal, content browser. Let's drag and drop, import all. Let's create our blueprint here. Blueprint class actor, and rename it to CDP learn to count. Let's open it. In the components window, we're going to add text render. We'll add a box collision. We'll add a static mesh. Static mesh will be paper sheet. Okay, make sure there's no collision on it. Text render will be, put it red. Use our font, even though it's kind of ugly. Put it 1. Can rotate it 90 degrees. I think, and just center it. So that's the look of our blueprint. Now for the box collision. Great. Put on the snap grid. Okay. Got the static mesh, the box collision, and the text render. Now we need our variables. First one will be current number. Put it to an integer, then compile. Set it to 1. We're going to add another integer, which will be random integer. Then a boolean will be wrong number. Going to be a boolean. Another one, which will be override ID. Another variable, which is tag. Change it to name. And one last variable, which is randomized static mesh. Here it's going to be a static mesh. And we change it to an array. Right click on the variable to change it to an array. For the blueprint part, we're going to need begin play. we're going to need begin overlap and 2 custom events. First one will be called +1 or random. Okay. From the begin play, we will set the randomized static mesh, set it, make an array, add 2 pins. First one is paper sheet 1, sheet 2, then we'll set static mesh. We need to get the array, get a copy, plug it there, and get a random integer in range of 1 and 2. So it's going to select randomly if it's between static mesh 1 or 2, and I left a null index as well that we might use in the future. Okay. And we need a few branch to check if we get the reward or not. So if it's equal to 10, then you get the reward. And it's going to be spawn at the count location 1. Okay, let's copy and paste this here. This one's 25, this one's 50. Plug it to false. Change those value here, 1, 2, 2, and 1, 2, 3. Get all actors with tag. Plug it all here, and we're going to get the tag this way. Then we get a copy, we get transform, and we spawn actor from class. And it's the certificate. Okay, great. So if we're at 10, 25, or 50, it's going to spawn a certificate at the location, the specified location. Then we need to set the current number to +1. So let's get this here and add 1. Need to identify the casting actor. So set override ID, and we will get all actors of class, learn to count, and we will each loop for each loop. Plug it right there, and we'll cast to learn to count. It's going to cast to itself. It's going to set actor hidden true. Then there's going to be a delay, about 10 seconds. And we will spawn actor from class. Now it's going to spawn learn to count. And it will destroy actor. It's going to destroy itself. So it's going to spawn a new actor, and it's going to destroy the old actor. Get actor transform. It's going to also replicate the current transform. And we also need a branch here. Check if it's the right or the wrong number. If it's the wrong, then you enter the wrong function. Otherwise, +1 or random. Can plug those here. Now here it's missing an integer spin. I'm going to show you how to add one to a function. Let's put in the current number, set it here, just plug it here, and the pin will appear You can plug it in the current number there. Okay, now there's only 2 functions left. So from here, we need a branch and check if it's the casting actor. If it's the casting actor, then you want to ignore this function. We're going to set random integer. It's going to be a random integer in range of 1 and 10. And it's there's going to be a branch where it compares the random integer. So if it's equal or greater than 1, or if it's equal or lesser than 6, add a AND boolean. This way you can combine those. So if it's true, then it's the correct number. So you can leave this unchecked. Otherwise, it's the wrong number. Okay. We will add a random integer between 1 and 3. Great. And then we set text. We need to convert it from a string, and from the string to the current number. So now one last thing we need to do, just copy and paste those items here. Put them there. It's false. Then you can enter. Set the current number to 1, 1. Okay, now I'm seeing an error here. So let's just double check quickly. Right, there's another one here. Make sure it's connected from false to current value here. Otherwise, it all look good. So let's test it out. Let's go back to our viewport. We'll drag and drop. Let's get the skeletal mesh certificate. Let's drop it here. It's going to duplicate it 2 times. Select them all. We'll search for hidden in the details window, and we'll check the actor hidden in game. Now we'll search for collisions. We'll set collision preset to no collision, and the tag. Go back to the blueprint, copy and paste this value here, and copy it to the tag field. Okay. Make sure you change at least 2 of them, well, to the proper value, because it's supposed to end with 2 and 3. And this should be it. Now we can place the learn to count actor and see if it works. Now we'll place them in the hallway. But your hallways have to make sure that it doesn't overlap with other dynamic actors. Okay, so Alt P to play. F11 for full screen. See if it works. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There you have our rewards. And if we collect the wrong one, returns to 1. All right, thanks guys for watching. And if you have any more questions, just leave it in the comments. I'll try to address it in the next video. Bye guys.